So I'm just going to show you how to make your helicopter before we can start and do the investigation. The diagram will give you a really good idea of how to do it, but just in case you need a step-by-step, you can follow this one. The things you need are a ruler, a pencil, some scissors and a paper clip and a piece of paper. Normal A4 paper is absolutely fine, but card does work a little bit better. So if you have got some kind of thin card, then that is a good thing to use. So the first thing I'm going to do is just draw the outline. I think that's the easiest place to start. In total, our helicopter is going to be 20 centimeters tall. So I'm just going to make 2 marks on my piece of paper at 20 centimeters so that I can draw a nice straight line across. Like that. And then in total it's 6 centimeters wide. So again, measure up 6 centimeters. I'll make 2 marks to make them nice and even. And there we go. So this outline, this box is what our helicopter's going to be made of. We'll start kind of working from the top to bottom, how we're going to break up each of these things. So the first thing is our rotor blades, and they're going to be 9 centimeters long. So again, I'll make 1 mark there and 1 mark there. We're not going to cut this line, so I'm going to draw a dashed line just so that I remember, because otherwise I'll forget and cut right through it. Dashed line because we're going to fold these, and then we want to split this into 2 even blades. So it's 6 centimeters in total, so we'll split it into 3 centimeters each. And I'll do a solid line for this because it is a cut line, so I can cut straight down here. Okay, now we've got our rotor blades. What's useful to do at this point is to add where we're going to cut it down. Because we're going to start by doing the investigation with the longest blades. We're going to cut them down by 3 centimeters each time to see what happens when we make them shorter. So just to make it easier, I'm going to add those lines very lightly. So 3 and 6, just so that I know where to cut in a minute. So just add those on lightly because I don't want to cut them off now. Okay, so then our rotor blades are done. Here we're going to have the body of the helicopter, and that's going to be 3 centimeters. So I'm going to measure 3 centimeters down from our dotted line, and I'm going to draw another dotted line. Part of it's going to be cut, but I'm not sure which parts yet, so I'm just going to make it all dotted so that I don't confuse myself later. And then this bottom bit we want to divide into 3 even sections. We're not going to cut them, we're going to fold them, so we need them to be 2 centimeters each. Divide this up, so at 2 centimeters and at 4 centimeters. Again down here so I can get nice straight lines, and I'm going to just draw fold lines here because we're not going to cut these. So we're going to fold these over. Okay, now that I know where we're cutting up to, I'm just going to fill these in. So to fold these over, we need to make little cuts just here and just here, and then we can cut it out. So I'm going to cut the shape out. I'm going to cut down the rotor lines to separate our 2 rotors, and then I'm going to cut along here as well. Cut the shape out and cut it to separate these 2 rotors. I'm going to cut down here and along here. Okay, then that's all the cutting done for now. These are little fold lines, so I'm going to fold one in this way, and I'm going to fold one the other way. It just helps to even it up to make sure it falls quite nicely. And I'm going to secure that with paper clip. The paper clip adds a bit of mass as well, so it falls really nicely. And then these two I'm going to fold one way and one the other way. And then that's your helicopter done. That's ready to go. So you can do your first investigation with this, and then when it's time to do the next investigation with the shorter rotors, all you need to do is come back to it, cut 3 centimeters off here, 3 centimeters off here, and then that's ready to use again. And then when you've tested that 5 times, come back and chop the next lot off.